Katie Byrne is live from Kerrville, Texas this morning, where, Katie, you're on the banks of the Guadalupe River. And as we understand it, search and rescue crews, search and recovery crews out there today.
They are, Jane, and this is day 7 of a desperate search for all of those missing people. I want to get right out to what's really been an active scene behind us for the last 45 minutes or so. We've seen a number of crews with 2 rafts getting into the Guadalupe and essentially what looks like clearing as much of the water as they can. They're walking around with tools and poking at some of the debris and the dammed up trees and branches. We haven't seen them find anybody, but it seems like that's who they're looking for. And they've also have some of these rescue teams in the debris. You can't even see them because of how thick the debris is, and we've got these trees that have been bent over from that rushing water. We know they have at least 1 cadaver dog here as well. This is in Kerrville, Texas, really right by the downtown area, and it's been very active here. We've got a number of people on this pavilion where we're standing and watching this from a distance to give these crews their space, and I have to tell you, everyone here is it seems like just holding their breath while we watch this happen. You could see those 2 rescue workers pretty far from us now in the distance. They are walking through the water, and they have a raft nearby them. But at total, I want to say we've seen about maybe a dozen of these workers in the water walking through the Guadalupe. And even though of course, the water has died down from what we've seen. There were at times we've seen these rescue workers lose their footing because of just the water rushing in certain pockets where you see as they're walking through, they'll dip down into what looks like maybe a ditch. They really can't see much of where they're going until they get through it. So they've got these poles that they're using to kind of guide them as they make their way through. But really on both sides of the river here, they're just trying to get through all of this debris that really has only been revealed in the last few days, almost a week since this all happened. And so as that water has gone down, we've been able to see more of what's been left underneath it. There's this huge, we believe, gas tank that's been dammed up nearby, and they were investigating that area for a while as they head back into the water now, it looks like, with that raft. And they are just making their way downstream, essentially trying to go through everything that we're seeing here. We know they're using a lot of different things to help them. They've got helicopters. We've seen several of those flying over us. And they also are using cadaver dogs. They have horseback teams in some areas where the terrain is really hilly and difficult. NASA has also sent out resources, 2 aircrafts at least, to help try and find people in this search. And at times they are simply using their hands. We've seen a lot of people with the search and rescue teams in the debris on the sides of the river, just walking through with nothing at all with them except their hands, just trying to get through some of these piles of debris. So it's active here, and there is this sense of urgency still on the ground. Day 7 of this search, and still so many families who are looking for closure in all of this, or answers to. We know questions are mounting on how much time people had to prepare when this happened. We know it happened in the middle of the night a week ago, but at the latest news conference with Kerr County officials yesterday, they were pressed on why a code red emergency alert was not issued until hours after emergency personnel alerted their superiors. They say they're going to get those answers, but for now the priority is still looking for 170 plus people. It's absolutely heartbreaking, and there's just a feeling in the air here. We know that a lot of times these search and rescue teams are going off of smells, and they're following that, and that's essentially what they're doing at this hour on day 7. We at least have a bit of a cool down from some of the heat that we've had in the last few days, and the rain. No rain right now, but will get hot as the day goes on, and we expect an update from officials around 11 o'clock our time. So that's coming up in the next hour, and hopefully we'll have some more information for you. I'll send it back.
Katie, I mean, you mentioned the closure part. I think that's the piece that a lot of families and a lot of folks in that area are trying to find, or searching for that after such a disaster. Thank you for the update there on the banks of the Guadalupe River in Kerrville, Texas. We'll be checking back in.